almost went wrong.
Well, he's got to get the guy out. Don't forget, there is a speed limit in the pits. The maximum. I mean, in the old days, those guys used to come through as fast as they could. Then it was really dangerous. They got smart and got a pit stop in there.
One more look. Now watch for Jimmy Vasser when he comes in. There he is at the bottom of your screen. Watch how close he gets to the pit wall.
Yeah, but he was okay, and great piece of driving on Michael. Even if, look, he almost gets Christian there too. Oh, that was close. But the most he would have done there probably on the wall would have white-walled a tire, and he was changing them anyway, so it didn't really matter.
And Scott Pruitt, in the midst of all that, actually managed to make his pit stall in pretty good order. Adrian Fernandez.
Now, more than likely, that'll bring out a full course yellow, so all those pit stops, it'll bunch everybody back up, because usually when those guys are in a spot like that, if they can't pick them up and put them over the wall, he wants to get pushed out of there, but
not sure where that is. It may be down in Canada Corner. For now, it's still being shown as a local yellow. No yellow flag from the flag stand, and we expect Alex Zanardi in the pits.
It looks like if they're going to pick him up like this, they're going to put him over the wall. That's a fairly slow corner there, and I think that's why they're making that judgment call, and it's at the end of the race. Dennis Swan told us earlier that if they could do it and keep it local, they would do that to keep the racing. He just lost it. He just spun it around going in there. That was all down to him. The track might be a little slippery there, but and look at that. One of those Gale forklifts. They have a special design so that they can pick those cars up. Interesting, Adrian Fernandez is still in the car. They're going to pick him up and put him over the fence.
They call it a Dynalift. It's a special attachment for the end of the forklift. You see it being used to pick up the car at 4 different points. The Gale company, who manufactures these front-end loaders and forklifts, is actually a Wisconsin company that has been working closely with Road America. They are now also a full IndyCar contributor.
I'd like to get one of those for my home. Those things they look like they'd be fun.
In comes Alex Zanardi, and Jan Bikas is there.
And he comes in very hot, but he still is able to stop it on the marks. Oh, I can see some blistering on the left rear tire. That tire is starting to blister. So remember, these guys started on the option tires, so they seem to be giving up a little. We got him on the watch, and he's out here in 14.46 seconds. But boy, you can tell that he lost some grip there. That left rear tire really starting to lose. Oh man, you can see it. Really lost a lot of rubber on that option Firestone compound.
You called it, Danny. Blistering. Always a danger, particularly on that left side.
Well, we're going to go full course yellow, so we're going to get the field all packed up again, and obviously they're going to try to get Adrian Fernandez back onto the track.
This yellow flag comes with 37 laps complete. 13 remaining. We'll be back with more from Road America. Back live at Road America, the Toyota safety car back on the track to pick up leader Al Unser Jr. and the field. We'll look for highlights of today's race and all of the day in motorsport on RPM tonight on ESPN2. Kenny Mayne coming your way at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Not only today's IndyCar race at Road America, but also the NASCAR news from Michigan and the IRL at Loudon, New Hampshire. They'll have it all on RPM tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Well, it's been a long and interesting day, and we've got a long way to go as you watch Al Unser Jr. out front behind the safety car. Hopefully it'll be a short one. They may get Adrian Fernandez started again or bring him back around. Let's get more from the pit lane now in Jan Bikas.
Well, Bob, the Ganassi crew, when we were watching that Zanardi pit stop, they were so excited by how fast they got it done. And as soon as he screamed out on the racetrack, the double yellows came here on pit road. They all hung their heads and knew that they now were going to be way out of position, because obviously you want to pin under yellow, you don't want to pin under green. Why did he come in? He's out of sequence because of the earlier contact and the change of the tires. He couldn't go another lap. He didn't have enough fuel. Zanardi now, unfortunately, got caught by the yellow. Marty?
Jan, you mentioned the blistering on the left rear of the Firestone. Well, let's take a look at Christian Fittipaldi's set. This is the primaries that both he and Michael Andretti are running, and all the way down, all 4 very still warm, but no blistering, no peeling of any kind. These tires look in great shape.
Well, I think we saw that over the weekend, and when Jimmy Vasser had that problem in qualifying yesterday, obviously right there, Robbie Gordon is obviously still having a problem. See, they're trying to probably change that battery again if that's what the situation was before. This yellow, what it does help is it'll make sure that everybody's now got enough fuel. They've got them lean down right now where they're under yellow, conserving as much fuel as they can. When they go back racing, we're going to go back racing full rich. That means they're going to have maximum fuel, maximum power. This is going to be a race till the end.
Here's a look at our pit summary. Look at the positions they were in when they came in and went out. Al Unser Jr. got the slowest of the 3 leaders pit stops. He came out in 2nd place. Christian Fittipaldi dropped from 2nd to 3rd. Michael Andretti 3rd to 4th. Bobby Rahal came out in 7th position. Robbie Gordon in 15th. Of course, all that is changing as Gordon sits in the pits while the field comes by to put him another lap down. Look there at the huge crowd gathered here at Road America today for the 15th running of the Indy cars on this 4-mile circuit. Jan Bikus.
Robbie Gordon, as you mentioned, Bob, is sitting down here on pit road, but he's in the car because they are going to just change the battery again. Obviously, Robbie Gordon very, very upset. When he left here last time, he just put it on the revometer and just held it on the revometer all the way out. I'm not talking about speed control. I'm talking about leaving it in 1st gear, being so upset, you're just trying to blow the thing up. Then he came by here, what sounded like in 4th gear instead of 5th or 6th, with the thing on the revometer all the way down the straightaway. Right now, you can almost tell by his hand gestures that he's having more radio discussions with Derek Walker, a very upset Robbie Gordon.
Well, it's been that kind of a year for Robbie Gordon and the Walker Racing team. Meanwhile, the field goes by. Here's Max Papis just coming around Hiro Matsushita. Frank Archiero, who owns that team, recovering from surgery in California. The team is thinking about you, Frank. We'll be back in a moment to Road America. Still under caution at Road America. Coming up next on ESPN after the IndyCars, the Senior PGA Tour final round coverage of the Northville Long Island Classic. Coming our way after our event here at Road America, and it's been an interesting day.
Interesting to say the least. Now, I know that Alex Zanardi team was complaining that the yellow came out, or they felt dejected that they came out, but you know, he was 26 seconds behind at that stage. He would have fallen to the back of the pack. He's now only about 3.5 seconds behind. He's got a chance to make up a lot of ground.
And of course, what we're talking about is points, precious points. Meanwhile, Jan Bikus has more on Robbie Gordon.
Yes, and we're team owner Derek Walker. Now, Derek, it looked like Robbie wanted to get out of the car, but it looked like you want him to stay in. And by the way he left, I don't think he's trying to save anything on that car. What's going on?
Well, he's a race driver. He's just trying to get back in the race, so he left as quick as he could to get back in because they're going to start a green here. No, we had a great track. Great car today, but the engine's letting us down here, so we're really struggling with it. We're trying to make it to the end.
I know he's frustrated. It almost sounds like he's trying to blow the thing up. I mean, he's on the revometer constantly. Is it just that aggression of Robbie Gordon right now just taking over a little bit?
No, I think everybody's pretty frustrated, right? We're all on the limiter over here, so we're just trying to make it to the end. It's been a long day, and it's unfortunate we've got a good race car.
Now, we know that Robbie has made his announcement today about where he's going. When will we hear your announcement?
Well, we're going to make our announcement at Laguna Seca. It seems the right thing to do. It's the last race of the year, and we'll announce our plans there and, you know, finish up the year and get on with it.
Well, we're getting ready to finish this one up. Let's get back to Bob.
Special diplomacy points to Derek Walker as we take the green with a restart on lap 41. 9 laps remaining here at Road America. There you see Alex Zanardi going inside Bobby Rahal.
I don't know how he can complain about that stop. Look where he is. He's got fresh tires and fuel. And you know, if he just pitted right now, he's got plenty of fuel. He's got that thing turned up.
You ride with Rahal. Through the trees, shadows growing long over Road America. Now Rahal planning to counterattack on Zanardi, who squirming hard under braking for turn 5. Then hard on the gas as they turn left 90 degrees and go up and over the brow of the hill.
Bobby looked like he was sticking his nose in there to take a look, but that's a tough place to pass somebody, especially somebody fast.
These views from high overhead are from the new Miller Eagle airplane. Innovative new way Miller Brewing is testing, giving fans aerial views of auto races and other sporting events. Look at that, a Cessna Skymaster and a great shot of Road America. Ooh, Robbie Gordon has turned it around.
That's the corner right before the carousel. He's obviously spun it. Watch this. He'll spin it around there again. Stop it. Now try to keep the engine going, and away we go.
Don't be standing behind him in that gravel. And he drops the clutch and takes off into the carousel.
I think Derek summarized it right. They're all on the rev limiter down there, and it is frustrating. I understand, Robbie, when you've got a great handling car and then the motor's not running good or you got an electrical problem, that's really frustrating.
The record for yellow flags at the Texaco Havoline 200 was set 1 year ago, 6. Today we have seen 5, including some very spectacular reasons for them. So Robbie Gordon will insert himself into a whole new form of racing next year on the Winston Cup Series. He's had some experience in those full-bodied 3,400-pound cars. Look at the points if the race ended now. A tie between Jimmy Vasser and Al Unser Jr. with Christian Fittipaldi in 3rd spot and Alex Zanardi 4th.
I'll tell you what, Christian Fittipaldi's been coming on strong. Listen to Robbie, he's going by there. His engine's sounding terrible there the way it's cutting out. I don't know why he wouldn't have stopped right then.
Meanwhile, up front, you ride with Christian Fittipaldi in 2nd place behind Al Unser Jr. Michael Andretti 3rd in line, and they are very close together. Points leader Jimmy Vasser runs back in 9th spot. You see the cars out of the race.
I'll tell you what's going through these guys' mind right there. Al Unser Jr. has not had a win in about 15 races. He needs those points, and Christian Fittipaldi has not had a win in IndyCar. So they got a little bit different agenda there, but Christian needs those points too. And he's got his teammate, Michael, right there behind him.
Climbing through Thunder Valley, under the bridge where Davy Jones came to rest upside down earlier in this race. Nobody leaving Road America. 8 to go as they cross the start-finish line with Al Unser Jr. leading, looking for his first victory of 1996 and the first for the Penske team. Down into turn 1 they go. Fittipaldi 2nd, Andretti 3rd, Zanardi 4th, Ray Hall 5th, followed by Stefan Johansson, Brian Herta, Parker Johnstone, Jimmy Vasser, and Scott Pruitt. We'll be back with more live from Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin in just a moment. The Texaco Havoline 200 from Road America has been brought to you by Texaco Clean System 3 gasolines. Add more life to your car. Take it to the star. By Goodyear, #1 in tires. And by Toyota Motorsports. Our minds are always racing. Welcome back live to Road America. You ride with Michael Andretti. Bob Varsha working with Danny Sullivan, Jan Bikas, and standing by in the pit lane, Marty Reed. Excuse me, Marty. Let's go to Jan Bikas.
All right, Bob, we're standing by with Robbie Gordon, who has finally got out of the car. I understand you wanted to get out earlier because you knew you had a terminal problem electrically. We've talked about the frustration with Derek. What's going through your mind now?
You know, it's really frustrating. Walker Racing did a hell of a job. I mean, the car handled beautiful in the corners. This thing is such a pig on the straights. I mean, we can't even think about hanging in with these guys. We had a lot of speed on Ray Hall in every corner and every straightaway. Just drive right on by me. It's unfortunate. We thought we could have got a victory here.
Now, for you.